Good evening. Thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News 10 at 10, where we give you more news in less time. I'm Whitney Ward. Mark is on assignment. We are now just a few hours away from a beginning of a whole lot of snow. The inland Northwest under a winter storm warning. We could see several inches of snowfall overnight and then several more tomorrow. Right now we have KREM 2 team coverage. Our Janelle Finch is looking into how the road crews and people are preparing ahead of the snowfall. And our chief meteorologist Jeremy Legoo in the Weather Center tracking this storm right now. He will be delivering extended forecasts throughout the night. Before we go to them, though, we want to address the question which is on everyone's mind: when and if school will be in session by tomorrow morning. So here's what we know at this hour. Spokane Public Schools said it will let families know by 6 a.m. tomorrow if it is planning to cancel classes. Some, though, have already made the decision. Coeur d'Alene Schools, Spokane Falls Community College, Spokane Community College, CCS Head Start Facilities, and West Bonner County Schools all have already said they will be closed tomorrow. Medical Lake and Kettle Falls school districts will be on a 2-hour delay tomorrow and will let families know no later than 7 a.m. if they are going to close completely. And we will continue to update you on any of those closures and delays on our website, krem.com, as well as on Up with KREM tomorrow starting at 5 a.m. Right now, though, let's turn straight to our chief meteorologist, Jeremy Legoo. Jeremy, we were talking a little bit about this earlier. The schools are going to be making that decision on whether to just delay classes or cancel it altogether, kind of in those really early hours, maybe before the biggest snowfall really arrives?
Yeah, we heard that they're going to kind of make that call in the 1 o'clock hour. I think that's kind of when this gets going for us, and that winter storm warning goes into effect, and that's when the real snow starts. Now, when we get that snow going, we're talking about an inch per hour. That means pushing that time of judging when to close schools back a couple of hours, means a couple of inches of snow, means more blowing snow on the ground. Now, when it comes to what we are currently seeing, the snow is moving into central Washington. This is right on time. This is exactly what we expected. Now moving into Moses Lake, Othello, down into Kennewick. Notice it's nice and cold. We're seeing the cold snow take over, and that's how it works tonight. It is breezy out there. That wind chill has a bite currently. It continues through tomorrow morning. We're going to hang on to some of that snow across much of the inland Northwest into the middle of the day tomorrow. It eventually winds down tomorrow afternoon. Then we catch more tomorrow night into Thursday. We are not done with this during the day tomorrow. All in all, it is going to be quite a bit. It stacks up across the region. We're looking at 6 to 10 inches here in Spokane, 7 to 11 in Coeur d'Alene, 8 to 12 in Chewelah, and 10 to 16 in Sandpoint. We are looking at some serious snowfall across much of the inland Northwest, and that is going to have an impact on the morning commute, the evening commute, and even the next couple of days. Whitney?
All right, it's a lot to keep track of. Thank you very much, Jeremy. In the meantime, hazardous road conditions are likely in the coming days, meaning that many people stocked up today to avoid leaving the house. KREM 2's Janelle Finch has been out in the elements all evening long. She's joining us now with the latest on what we should know if we are headed out into that storm. Hi, Janelle.
Well, Whitney, right now we're in the calm before the storm. Drivers are enjoying their last few hours of clear roads before extreme winter weather sets in. The city says it is now on 24-hour operations. That means once the roads get slick or have snow on them, city plows will start hitting main roads and rotate through them as needed. The city prioritizes main arterials and hills, then school zones, and then residential neighborhoods. I spoke to customers today at Rosar's on 29th who were preparing to spend a little more time at home this week. One customer says it's all about stocking up on the essentials, from fruit in the fridge to gas in the tank.
I like to have all my supplies in like triplicate almost, and so if anything's low, I'll go pick up on that, like some cherries for my oatmeal in the morning. If I'm low on anything, I make sure that I can go 2-3 weeks. Gasoline in my car, of course, that's a big one.
Other shoppers picked up bread, meat, soup, cold medicine, and toilet paper as light snow began to come down this evening. People also made sure their pets had enough food to get through the winter storm. When it came to buying groceries, most say it's about making food stretch in case this winter weather keeps people inside longer than expected. As the snow continues to fall through tonight and into tomorrow morning, please use extreme caution when going out on your morning commute. Wherever your morning takes you, you're going to want to give drivers lots of space on the roads, and also consider using main arterials, as those are prioritized by the city first to get plowed. Live in Spokane, Janelle Finch, KREM 2 News.
Well, all good reminders, Janelle. Thank you very much. And in our effort to bring you more to every story, we do want to give you a little perspective on the winter weather we've had so far. So last month actually was the warmest October on record for Spokane, if you can believe it. And now, just 1 month later, we are in the 5th coldest November ever. We've also seen 10.9 inches of snow, and we're still going this month. That puts us at a record 23 days with snow on the ground. And as winter weather is impacting our area, we are going to continue to track the latest with this storm. For all of our coverage and the most up-to-date information, just go to our website, krem.com. And we are now less than 24 hours away from a vigil at the University of Idaho that will honor the lives of 4 students killed near campus 2 weeks ago. Tonight, the investigation continues, still with no suspects, but now some community members are taking campus safety into their own hands. KREM 2's Kyle Simchuk is in Moscow tonight with the latest.
More than 2 weeks have passed, and this house where 4 University of Idaho students were found stabbed to death remains a crime scene. This afternoon, police towed the victims' cars to a secure location.
It's definitely scary, you know. We haven't really been told anything.
Police say they still don't have a suspect.
My mom didn't want me to come back at all.
My mom definitely didn't want me to come back, but it's my last semester. I had to come back for all my stuff. Campus, obviously, it's been off. You can just feel in the environment. It's just totally not the same how it was.
Safety on and off campus is on just about everyone's mind.
Mom security, I just want to take care of them, like I would my own children, and, just have that. Their moms aren't up here with them.
Jessica Clemenhagen went to college here and was a member of the Greek community, like all 4 victims.
It was awful to hear about it. This is the place I called home for 4 years when I went to school up here, and so that news was just devastating and really scary.
Her friend, Carrie Lauren, was also in a sorority and felt like she needed to do something for the hundreds of young women who don't feel as safe anymore on campus.
I'm just hoping that it really helps students feel maybe a little bit safer. I know going back so soon after this is going to be really traumatic.
Carrie went on Facebook and asked other alums for help buying these keychain alarms called She's Birdie.
They're really easy. They're super tiny. They go on a keychain and you just pull the top and it emits a really bright flashing light and a really loud sound.
Carrie ended up raising nearly $20,000, enough to buy one for every sorority member on campus and roughly 1,200 other women living in campus dorms.
Just giving the girls a sense of security, giving parents a sense of security, sending their child back up here after a break. It can be really scary.
Tonight, Jessica dropped off a box full at each sorority.
It's not mattering like where we come from or what house we were in or where we went to school, just people coming together to make these kids feel safe.
And tomorrow, the University of Idaho is holding a vigil at 5 p.m. inside the Kibbe Dome. We're told that families of the victims will have an opportunity to speak if they wish. Governor Brad Little will also be in attendance. KREM 2 will be there and will bring you coverage as it happens. In Moscow tonight, Kyle Simchuk, KREM 2 News.
Thank you, Kyle. And tonight, our Mark Hanrahan also made that trip to Moscow to sit down one-on-one with U of I's Dean of Students. With the campus becoming more active again after the Thanksgiving break, he tells KREM 2 their #1 priority right now is the students.
How have the last 2 weeks been for you here?
For me personally, this is one of the most challenging times I've ever had in my professional life. This has been a very difficult time. Incredibly sad. It's been hard to see the students struggle like this. It's even harder to, one, just imagine, but two, just interact with the families that are absolutely impacted and devastated as a result of what happened.
Do you participate?
We will have more on that conversation coming up here in about 10 minutes on KREM 2 News. Now, though, a quick look at the day's top stories. Within the last few hours, Spokane police responded to a robbery at the Starbucks on Division and Buckeye. Police say the call came in around 6:30 tonight. Staff said a suspect came in, claimed he had a gun and asked for money. He then ran off with a couple $100 from the cash register. At least a dozen officers responded with canine units. They did secure a perimeter. At this time, though, the suspect has not been caught. Police say they have no reason, though, to believe surrounding businesses are in any danger. This is, of course, a developing story. We'll bring you the latest as soon as we have it. A man accused of planning to violently disrupt a pride celebration in Coeur d'Alene City Park will serve no jail time. Alexander Sissenstein, a Patriot Front member from Utah, pleaded guilty to disturbing the peace earlier today. He was the first member of the group to be sentenced. He will spend 2 years on unsupervised probation and will also pay a $500 fine. Well, that was KREM 2 News at 10 at 10, where you get more news in less time. But don't go to bed because we are not done yet. We are talking one-on-one with the Dean of Students at the University of Idaho coming up. He tells us more about the school's response to the tragedy. We're back in just 90 seconds.